and welcome back to another free little library video. We are doing, I think, Pewaukee and Heartland today. We got a lot of books to get rid of. Most of them are kids' books, as I have not been reading my adult books fast enough to be able to get rid of them. But I do have some announcements that I want to share with y'all before we get going. I'm actually outside one of my top favorite free little libraries. I have been dealing with a lot of stuff in my life right now where I just can't seem to be able to manage taking care of this channel, my kids' channel, and my TikTok. So I have made a decision to shut one of them down. And before anybody starts freaking out, it's not this one. I have been running this one for over a decade, and I don't plan on leaving it in the dust anytime soon. I am giving up Miss Hannah's Reading Corner. It's something that me starting it back in February, I wasn't sure if it was going to take off at all, and the ratings for it don't seem to be going very well, and I've been dealing with some copyright issues and disables of stuff, and I haven't been able to really be able to film a video to be able to share with the kids on that. So I am closing it down. So as of probably by the end of July here, I will no longer have the channel. I don't know, you will have to see if I put the videos into archives on this channel or if I just delete them from all existence and pretend that I never did that. I have really enjoyed reading to the kids. I've actually been doing that with my current job, being able to read to kids, but being able to host it on a channel for all kids is just something I can't do right now. So with that being said, most of those books that I was going to use for that channel are going back into free little libraries today to give out to the community for kids to actually give a chance to be able to read them themselves. And for Miss Hannah's TikTok account, I will actually be keeping that one. I kind of have been enjoying the TikTok vibes with that. I know I don't have a TikTok for this account, but if you have been watching that one, good for you. If you haven't, then you should still check it out. I did change up the schedule though for summer, as that is also something that gets in the way of being able to do my job and stuff. So I am hosting For the Little still on Fridays, but I'm also changing chapter by the day to be only done on the weekend. So yes, the TikToks will only be coming out during the weekend, but hopefully when school starts up again, we will be back on the right schedule unless something changes. So with that being said, I'm going to get started with getting rid of my first books here. And my first books that I'm going to get rid of here, since this is kind of a more girly-like free little library, because it is hosted by a mom and her daughter, I am going to be putting in the Powerpuff Girls books. And yes, this is moving because it's on my steering wheel, and I can't back up right now because I have a whole bunch of stuff in my back seat. I'm getting rid of the Powerpuff Girl books. I was going to do these for the channel, but I never actually made it to that point. So hopefully some little girl will come and be able to read these from this free little library. And now you can tell why I thought this would be a good choice. Because it's pink. Pink with bows and frogs and dogs. And I have picked out a lot of books from this one. I think some of my past books might still be in here, and it's really hard to open. Something about this seems off. There we go. I couldn't get that open. So we have in here Enrique's Journey. I read that book last year for a kid. This is not the same thickness though. This is not the simplified version. So this is the book that I put in here like maybe a month ago. It's a arc for a graphic novel that I just didn't like. This book was also put in here by me. And we got the Twilight series. Well, the first one. And I don't really see anything else. We have 10 Little Ladybugs. Don't need it. Got some dog treats, obviously, and we got these little fidgets in here. So we're going to stick these in here, and hopefully somebody will come and be able to take those. Alright, you guys, here's the next one. I gotta be careful, I guess. They've made more plants here. And this one seems a little full. So, I am putting these two books in here. Manatees and Real Life Monsters, which I thought would have been great for Halloween time, but looks like we're not making it then. Let's see here. Let's put these in here. This is interesting. So, I still want to be able to read books to kids, obviously, with the kid that I am working with. So, not necessarily that I'm looking for books right now to be able to take out, but I'm looking, and these ones do not look interesting up here. I'm sorry if you guys have not been able to see very well with the videos that I have been doing with these. I am not necessarily looking at the screen when I'm doing it. Who the earth puts books up here like this? I'm just moving these all down here. Aw, somebody's piano lesson books. That's cute. Money, Berenstein Bears, Dr. Seuss Hooray for Differendorf Day, and this one has no cover. Haddock the Messenger. I don't know what that is, but I know that author. Loot. I don't see anything in here, you guys. Wow. New free on library locked from in Pewaukee. I've never been to this one. I didn't even know this one existed. I don't know how long it's existed for, but this is my first time seeing it. And ooh, it is definitely filled with kids' books. Got some bookmarks here. Got some dog treats. And we got some kids' books. Lots of kids' books, actually. So this will be good to put in. I do look, though, still for... I will still be reading the graphic novels, though. Still gonna read the graphic novels. I'm getting rid of the younger kids books, though, that I was reading on my own time. What is this book right here? Oh, that is messed up. So we're gonna stick one of the Scooby-Doo books in there, because I think I have one more after that, and this one that I just did for the littles, that I literally just did as before I filmed this video. And I see this book right here would be cute to have to read to my kid because it's signed, but I think I'm just going to keep it here. I don't remember all the books I have in my bag right now that are picture books that I want to still be able to read to him. Oh my goodness, is this another one that I haven't been to? I'm not asking you guys, it's a rhetorical question. This is a Girl Scout one. So all the books in here are like old. But we're putting this book in here. I know it's not a kid's book. I found this in another free little library a while ago. I really wanted to read it. But it's just, I couldn't find a way to be able to read it. So it's going to stick up here. You know what? It should be good to have it out in the open like this. Look, all these books are kind of older here. We've got some golden books, Little Critter. All these little ones. On the Night You Were Born. I tried reading that once for the littles, but I didn't know how it was gonna go. The Tale of Peter Rabbit. Aw. And then, of course, we have The Very Hungry Caterpillar and Clifford. We'll see if I start doing short books again for the littles. It just has to be, can I find them or not? I might have filmed at this one before, but I think it's been cleaned out. Ooh, they cleaned this one up. I parked illegally here last time that I went to this one. So we are putting The Tale of Despero in here. And we're also putting the little train, the little engine that could. So this is actually a retelling of this book, not the actual, like, just updated art and everything. I read it to the kid. He loved it. He actually went along with the lines and read some of it with me. They cleaned a lot of this out, which makes me very happy that it is cleaned out. There's nothing in here that I want. Alrighty. This one used to be kind of gross too. And it might look maybe like it. Let's see. Anything good in here? The gatekeeper. Okay. I'm not seeing anything that I particularly would read right now. Oh, there's a book of the month in here called Again and Again. Has anybody read this book? Let me know. November 2023 book of the month. That's quite old right now, in my opinion. There's a Bible in here, which is always good. What's this one? Oh my word. I was gonna put the graphic novel in there for that one. But then I was like, oh, you know what? I think that this needs something better. So we are putting in here Gary Paulson's Canyon. I just didn't feel like reading it. And we're also putting in here Shiloh, which is upside down. And this is a large print version that's going to be put over here. You guys, I was just trying to get to another free little library that just happened to be my favorite. And the road for it to go around to get into it is like blocked off. So I got lost a little way. But I found this one that I passed by twice. And I was like, let's stick something in here. So this one's cute and it's little. And there's not a lot in here, which is okay. I've heard, seriously, I keep seeing Jerry Spinelli in so many books that I've seen lately. But I don't know what it's from. If something happens to me, Alex Finlay. Interesting. Texas Ranger and Uranus. We're gonna stick the Wizard of Oz graphic novel in here. Maybe somebody might want to stop and look at this one here. See how cute it is. This is another one of my favorites, and it never has any kids books inside it. It just has really good adult books. So I thought maybe I should put some in here. Let's see here. David Nichols, Sweet Sorrow. Hook, Line, and Sinker. Tessa Bailey. Oh my word, I have a book of hers that I haven't read yet, so I'm not going to take it. Full Moon. Night Music. The Mermaid Chair. And then A Grandma Begins a Story. So I'm not going to take any of them right now. I'm just trying to get rid of books. I'm going to put in there My Side of the Mountain. This book's pretty old. I'll stick it up here. And I'm also put Paddington Marches On up here. So maybe there's a fair chance that some kids might come and look at this free little library. During the school year, I used to come to this one a lot to get my material that I was going to do for my videos. So let's see. They've definitely filled this one up quite a bit. Before we came. Likes hockey. My sister might like that book. Let's see what else. All American Boys. Well, before I continue, I am putting my collection of the Diary of Wimpy Kids books in here because, well, the rumors are true. I'm not going to be reading any more of the Diary of Wimpy Kid on TikTok for now, just because they do take a little bit longer and I just don't have the time for them. So I'm putting in here The Meltdown, The Third Wheel, The Long Haul, and Double Down. And yes, I did put those in a random order, so if you have OCD, you can begin freaking out now. Let's see here. Do we have a book with the X-Files? Little Women. The Pirate Jamboree. Oh my word. Steam Train, Dream Train. And then there's this like set. I don't know what that is though. And then obviously there's a little Incredibles book. You guys saw me do the the Dumbo one. That's another one. This is the last one I'm going to. This is the entrance to the Heartland. I'm not going to do the Heartland ones today. I might stick them in a different video. I have two books left. I have Hitler's Daughter and another Scooby-Doo book. I've been passing this every day after work, and I keep thinking to myself I need to stop at it. Not there's going to be anything good in here at all anyways. Yeah, nothing seems too interesting to me right now, so I'm gonna stick these in here. Oh, I like those two books, but I'm not gonna take them right now. If I keep them covered up, maybe later down the line I will. So this is the end of this Pewaukee adventure, Real Little Libraries. I only ever got this one before we came by Sloan St. James. It is Lakes Hockey, part of the series, book 1. This is an 18+ book, so just beware that it's not necessarily for any kids out there. That I will be giving my sister, not me reading it personally. Her. And then when I was out yesterday, I went to St. Vinny's, or St. Vincent de Paul. We have them here in Wisconsin. I don't know if they're where else, but that was a terrible decision for me because they have things so cheap and they have a big section just for books. And this I found here. I don't know if you guys know my sister Grace, who's on the channel from time to time. She's getting married next year to Brandon, the guy that also was on the channel with her. So they needed a little help. So since I am the maid of honor, I got this book. It is called The Little Book of Wedding Checklists, All the Lists and Tips You Need to Plan the Big Day by Elizabeth McKellar. I will definitely be using this to help her plan out her wedding, and maybe in the future, if I should happen to get married, it will come in hand again. Anyways, make sure that you like this video, subscribe down below if you wish to see more free little library hunting videos, TBRs, or other things, because that's what might be coming on here eventually, as I'm going to try putting more focus into keeping this channel live and breathing. Also, make sure you comment down below anything that I have mentioned in the video. There are boys who are passing me on bikes, and they're kind of giving me weird looks, so my windows are open. Other than that, I will see you guys in the next one.
Bye.